And that is why you don't want to mess with me, selfish pricks. Oh my god. And it's a wonder why I hate this level specifically. The problem is, I always fail in that exact same spot. And so it's like, no words can express what happened there. Maybe I wasn't quick enough or something, but thankfully I know a majority of their pattern now, because I wonder if that changes later on too. I mean, it would not surprise me. Come on, why are you shooting at me? Stop it. You can tell I'm having a lot of fun with this, right? There's more? Okay, I made it to the second sequence. That's a lot better than what happened last time. But then again, I kept getting shot at. And it figures. Okay, I did it this time, but I don't know. I don't know what was up with this little section. And thankfully I'm doing a lot better, but I have a whole lot more health now. I think I was almost done here too. I think if I would have held off those guys a bit more, I probably would have made it past that segment unscathed, but it didn't happen that way. And I kind of want to shoot myself in the foot for that, but we're not done yet. Oh, come on. And I can't shoot right with this gun at all. The control on this thing is pretty good, but that's not saying a lot. See, I should have got that guy there, but I didn't. When will these guys learn? But we paused for a little bit only to flip a lever or whatever. It's like, are you serious? Just for a lever? Screw this, I'm out of here. But yeah, we're kind of forced to do it here. But thankfully, well, actually not really. We still have to use the boat a little bit. But well, they're not really calling it a boat now. They're more calling it like a gun, but yeah. I wanted to say that that little sequence we just did there kind of reminded me of like Star Fox, kind of. I don't know why I make that reference though. It's kind of obscure, really. I mean, you're technically scrolling. I mean, it is a shooter, technically. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, they clearly detected them. And I've also noticed that this chapter has some lag in it. I'm not exactly sure why that is. It might just be the level or the game or something. It's not bad here, but it was really bad in my test recording, and I'm like, what the actual balls is going on here? But it's nothing to really worry about. And now we have to basically destroy 2 turrets, but knowing that no mechs can go through that shield, I think we're pretty much safe here, and we can destroy a lot of mechs this way. I'm like, do I want to stun them or do I want to shoot them? I'd much rather shoot them, quite honestly. And here I have some of the best aim, so I think I'd do better with an actual weapon as opposed to me manning myself with a gun. Do not trust me with a gun. That's all I'm gonna say. Either realistically or fictionally, it doesn't matter. I guess I'm just more physical, like more in your face kind of thing. I'm more aggressive. There we go. I was looking for the right word. Now, for some odd reason, I went down this little path here looking for orbs, And there were some, but they were out of the way. Blame the mines for this. And there's no one real right way to go around it, unless you really wanted to get screwed by mines. And they're in the worst placements ever. And so, I didn't even want to think about it. But there are orbs down there, if you feel so inclined to collect them. But yeah, I want to pose a question to you guys. Since we've gone through the worst part of the level, I mean, this part's not terrible, it's just platforming, really. Which parts of a game that you don't really like that much, or that you wish you probably wouldn't have experienced in the first place? Is it a specific platforming sequence? Is it the freaking rail shooter segment that I had to go through? Is it just a plain shooter in general? Is it maybe a simulator, for example? Some form of simulator? Like, I don't know. The Sims comes to mind, but I know there are other ones out there. So yeah, tell me down in the comments below which segments of a game that you don't necessarily like, or that you don't necessarily want to experience. And that guy shouldn't have gotten me there. But yeah, I'd say a majority of this chapter is done, but that's not exactly true, and I'll explain why in a second. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this chapter is far from done. And that's all I'm going to say. First off, we still have to aim for the other turret. How wonderful. And this part fully involves the cloud. And I should have figured that out. Like the dummy I am. Because there's like a blue panel there. I should have known better. But I digress there. So right now, let's just go cloud hopping. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm cloud hopping. That's pretty cool, actually. And I think I ducked just in time, too. Because this turret will shoot at you relentlessly. Unless you get to cover right away. Like what I just did there. But I think it'll relentlessly shoot. And so, just beat the crap out of it, pretty much. I mean, you're told to destroy the turrets here, so you're not really using them for anything else. I mean,
come back to the boat.
I would say otherwise. You want me to come back to the boat? What are you trying to say there? Seriously. And screw that noise, I'm out of here. But unfortunately we have to go through there, so it's dang it, why am I stuttering now? Of all things. We've just completed a majority of the chapter here. And yes, it's Pig's Land. What are you gonna do about it? As far as I've known, I have not seen any pigs whatsoever. So I don't know why it's called that. A little bit ironic if I say so myself, but I don't know. It's kind of awkward.
How are we actually gonna find this guy?
I don't know. I'm sort of hoping he'll find us.
Well, after the amount of noise we made, I'm pretty sure he knows we're here.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? And now we have to pretty much move this junk. And this is where things get interesting.
Hey, hold on. Just get this junk out of the way.
So, now we're gonna get something pretty peculiar. But first, another one of these masks. I don't know why that's there, but it is. And then we jump over, and then pretty much get rid of the junk.
You've seen another one of those things, haven't you? It's getting worse. It must be driving you crazy.
You know, I thought I was going crazy, but not anymore. You were right. band. It's tuning me into something else.
Wait for it. There we go. You thought this was over, did you? Yeah, right. This is just utter crap, I think.
Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it down.
I mean, granted, we have seen these things before, but you're pretty much forced to take this thing down now that you know how to do it. But clearly I'm not doing this fast enough. I mean, I don't know.
Nearly on me. Hurry.
And I didn't realize that this thing had a timer on it, I think. But if I did it fast enough, I would get an achievement for it. But with that said, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode.
Trip, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Freeze. Good. Now when I give the say-so, you're gonna turn. Very slow. Any tricks, I'm gonna light you up. Now turn. Trip, is that you?
Pigsy! Pigsy!
You here alone with where's your father?